guys, welcome back. This is ChosenArchitect, and today we're going to be hopping into Better with Mods and learning and getting some things automated and set up. Hopefully you guys are ready. Alright guys, so today we're going to be working with a little bit of Better with Mods. I kind of moved some of my stuff from down there to kind of give us some more access over here and kind of get some things like organized in a way. And if we hop down here, we can kind of see a little bit of what I have going on. I have a few gearboxes going. And those gearboxes are just all hooked together. You got to make sure this section is pointing towards the main. So basically you have your main running down. Your gearbox needs to accept the power through this section. It'll look like that. And as you see, these come across, and then this is accepting power coming across. This is accepting power, vice versa. That's how you set those things up and kind of route them. And you don't have to do one space. I think you can do 3 wooden axles or maybe more. I don't know. If you want to have this thing going, you know, way out here or something like that. But we're going to be working with this guy today. We have to make a few things. So let's take a look here. We need to go at Better with Mods. And we're going to look at the filtered hopper. So this little fella is going to be something that we're going to have to deal with quite a bit here in the future. And we're going to need this thing like ASAP. And kind of get this thing started. So if you look here, we can actually make these wooden gears. They're not too difficult to make. You got to keep using the saw. I actually set the saw sideways. As you can see, we set the saw sideways. It works this way as well. And then all you got to do is take... Oh, not stand on it. Don't stand on it, by the way. And you can put these little things here. And there we go. If you want to remove this sound, you can. You need to kind of find it though while it's active. That's the only problem. What I did was I made the sound muffler. It's one of the quests that you have, and how this thing works is you can set a whitelist or blacklist. If I whitelist this is all the sound that this actually makes. Pretty loud, huh? Well, you can actually go in and add individual sounds from within the game. All here, and you can search like Better with Mods. As you can see, here's all the Better with Mods sounds that we currently hear. And if I hit blacklist, then they'll all go away. Minus that sound. But yeah, that's just some of the stuff that you can do with that sound muffler. I really like it, and I'm going to be using it in the future for a lot of other things that are pretty annoying. Okay, so we are going to need all 3 of these to be chopped down. And then we're going to need to chop this down. 1 more. And there we go. And we should have everything we need to make this, right? Minus the first chop in half. There we go. Now we have everything. So yeah, this all revolves around the saw. So there's our filtered hopper. And the filter hopper has to go like this. Yeah, it gets powered from the side. Because the spot down at the bottom is actually made for an urn. So temporarily, what I'm going to do is use these cobblestone stairs. We're going to kind of build a pillar up here. And this is where we're going to actually drop items in. Now, we do need something else. We do need to take this and throw the netherrack in. Now, lucky... Oh, it's a horrible sound. Yeah. The sound we're hearing... I'm pretty sure, I don't think it's coming directly from Better with Mods. It's the... It should be Minecraft Ghast. Or maybe Mob. It's one of these. There's a big list. Entity... Dot Ghast. We'll select all of them and add. And that'll remove that sound. So yeah, this is a horrible sound that this makes when it does this process. And we're making ground netherrack, and we're gonna need that. Also, we need this Hellfire dust, and to get Hellfire dust, we need to throw the ground netherrack into here. It shows using a soul urn. We can't actually make a soul urn yet. We don't have access to it, I do believe. You'd have to use a regular urn. and then add it with a soul forge here, and you'll get a soul urn with a soul forge steel ingot. We are not here yet. We need a stoke crucible and everything for that. So yeah, we we can't actually do any of this. But what we're kind of working towards, let me kind of show you that. This can also do a few other things as well. The main thing is using this Hellfire dust. We're going to turn this Hellfire dust into concentrated Hellfire, and you do that inside of a cauldron. And as you can see here, it's used to make a hibachi. I don't know if you guys know what a hibachi is. Hibachi is like a grill. It's used in cooking, which is pretty cool. And we're going to have that thing going, and we're going to set it up, hopefully be able to get it automated within this area. Thinking about taking it back here. But this sort of area is like where we're doing a lot of our Better with Mod stuff. And we can automate the saw. I think we can automate this with a hopper. I think hoppers let items go in there. But yeah, it's dropping items. This is pulling, I think this pulls within a 7-block radius. This thing right here, you can change the range and go all the way up to 256 if you want. You know, to block out those sounds. This block is really awesome. The sound muffler, very, very nice item. As you can see, there's our stuff going to the ground. Once we get 8 of those, we're good to go. What we need to do is actually get some soul sand. There we go. So we'll grab some of that soul sand, some of that hardy soul sand that we got earlier. And it takes 1 soul sand to go in here. Look at that. 1 soul sand, just like that. The items actually pull up in here, which is kind of nice. The thing that we're about to do, though, is kind of dangerous. I'm not going to lie. Very dangerous. It can spawn a ghast. There's a chance. You have to be very careful with this. 8 of these. 8 of these. You drop them in here. And a ghast can spawn. So just be careful. And you're going to get that. It's going to pop out just like that. No ghast spawned. Whew. But there is a chance that a ghast could spawn. Especially if you don't have the soul urn in there. So yeah. Just keep that in mind when you're doing this recipe. You know, do 8 at a time if you want. Do a stack of 64. I think 64 is divisible by 8, right? I do believe. You'll get 8. You'll basically get 8 ingots worth if you do it that way. There's another 8, so that'll technically get us 3 ingots. So yeah, there we go. So we have that done. Now we need to throw it in here. And since we have 24, this will equal 3 ingots whenever it's done. It does take a little while, and it'll be done then. Alright, so I need to go ahead and make the hibachi, and we're going to be working on that. That's why I got the concentrated Hellfire in the first place. And as you can see, we need some sort of string, redstone, and we should be good to go. So all I need to do is grab some string. Doesn't matter what kind. If I know where string's at. I think it might be in my other chest here. If not, I'll definitely know where to get some. There it is. Got string, just don't know where it's at. Alright, so just need 1 redstone, 1 blaze powder, not a copper wire, 1 string. And that's going to make that element. And then we put the copper wire up. There we go. I actually need to go ahead and get the rest of this stuff thrown in here. I think that's all of it. Make sure none of it got pulled in there. I'm also throwing this in here as well. So after this is done, this stuff should start cooking up and finishing up the rest. I do believe 22. That should almost make 8. There we go. That's close enough. But there's our heating element. Perfect. Now we need to craft our hibachi. So we're going to need the concentrated Hellfire. I think that's the only thing we're missing. So let's get the 3 of those. And bam, we have a hibachi. Okay. So there we go. Now, this thing right here, this guy, we need to set this to the lowest setting. All right, we're going to do that. We're also going to get the billows made. Let me pull this up. There we go. Billows. This guy's pretty easy to make. Let's go ahead and get that crafted. I think I have everything on me to make it. There we go. All right, so what I did, I just added a gearbox down here. And the gearbox is connected and running underneath, and it's just connected to this wooden gearbox. I put 2 redstone torches on each side of here on the lowest setting for now. It's on the lowest setting for right now. And we should be able to... I don't know if this thing can directly connect. I don't think it can. I do believe it actually needs a gear. For right now, I'm just going to take the gear from right here. I'll put you back. I just don't have time to make you right yet. There we go. Okay, so yeah, we'll use this gear for right now. Kind of show you what it actually does. So it turns it on and off. That should, in turn, make this thing go on and off. There we go. It's actually working. So right here is where we'll put the hibachi. Place the hibachi here. And all you need here is a lever to turn this guy on and off. And of course, a regular piece of dirt. So you place the lever. Turn the lever, you'll have fire. When this thing blows, you'll get stoked fire. And I want to make sure it maintains it at this level. And doesn't actually go out. It doesn't look like it's going out. So that's good. That means this timer is actually functioning properly. Okay, it went out. So I might want to set this to this level. So put it on tick 3. And that should maintain the fire. You want this thing to stay blue. Believe me. You can have explosions and stuff if this comes unstoked. You just want this fire to maintain its blue shape. Which looks so funny because it's not animated. This specific texture for some reason not animated. Yeah, it looks like it's staying stoked to me, which is good news. So I'm going to place a block here just so we can get the cauldron over here. And I'm going to get another cauldron for this area. I'm just going to use this one for demonstration. This guy is then going to be considered stoked cauldron whenever we go to actually craft stuff. So here's your stoked cauldron. Looks like stoked cauldrons can make tallow, soap. It can get potash, whatever this stuff is, PCB. It can make all kinds of different stuff. It actually looks like it can convert wool into its base parts, kind of break it down. Huh. There should be more recipes than this. I feel like I'm missing something. Maybe I'm not. I don't know. Looks like rotten flesh, tallow. Yeah, all this stuff should require a stoked cauldron. Alright, so for right now, I'm going to go ahead and shut this guy off. Because we're actually going to use this turntable to make a kiln. We're going to make something a little bit different. We're going to get... we're going to try and make a stoked crucible. This guy right here, the actual crucible instead of the cauldron. So we're going to make this thing because this is what's going to be used later on. I do believe I have clay blocks. At least I thought I did. Maybe I have some compressed already. I thought I put some in here. Did not mean to do that. Nope, I didn't. So. There we go. That's going to make a couple of them. I just need one guy. Come on, I just need one. Just one. So we can get back. As you can see, I did make the kiln. It's pretty simple to make. And then also I made another hibachi. So, not too difficult there. Look at that. There's our one clay. That's basically all we need, I think, right now. Yeah, this thing will actually go, I think, more than 3 blocks, if I remember correctly. But yeah, we need to put this on here. And whenever it turns, you want to make sure to grab the thing. I do believe. I think the faster setting you have it on, there we go. So yeah. The slower makes it a little bit easier. And then right here, we should be able to throw this in here once we turn this back on. We'll make it a little bit faster once we have this set back on here. And there you go. See, it turns back on. And then we should be able to throw this right here. Oh, it cracked. Oh, I think that's because it's either cracking because it's showing a progression, or it's cracking because it's too hot. I can't remember. We'll find out if it actually breaks the block. If it breaks it, I'll be upset. Then I'll just have to turn it off. And go the normal way. Oh, nope, it worked. Okay, so here we go. So we ended up getting the crucible. So we have a few things that this will do. Normal. This is a normal flame underneath it. It's not very practical like that. This is where all the really good recipes come in handy. So look at this. We can now break down armor and all kinds of stuff this way. There's tons of recipes, as you can see, with Better with Mods. This is one of them. Pavement is some really nice stuff you can actually make. But now we can make glass the normal way. We just throw sand in here. So yeah, we don't need this. I don't believe. Well, actually, there's one thing I want to do. I want to make potash, just to kind of get the quest line going. I do believe you can take potash, or to get potash, you just need a little bit of wood. Is all you need. And this will give you potash. We take a look. Stoked, it'll give you potash right here. And this stuff is used to make nether sludge with Hellfire dust. That's in a normal cauldron, which we can still make this sludge, which we're going to do that in here in just a second. But yeah, this will give you potash. All I need is 1. Come on, give me 1. There we go, there's our potash. That's all we needed. Look at that. And we've already achieved nether brick. So there's really, no need for us to really kind of push for that. But one of those in a regular cauldron will get us that. And that's basically all we really needed this thing for anyways. Now, we have this guy. And I need to place a block above you. And there we go. Perfect. So this thing is running and functioning just like it's supposed to. This guy is stoked, and we can now get stuff in there. And this progression line has ended with the Better with Mods. Pretty interesting. Better with Mods stuff does go quite a long way. Especially with all this stuff. Let me kind of look real quick. The Soul Urn. So, we can actually get the Soul Urn. If we make the Soul Urn, we can actually do the Soul Forge stuff. I do believe we can make the actual urn itself. Right here. Unfired Urn. We need a Unfired Voss. And to get the Unfired Voss, we need this. So we basically just need to let it chip away at a block till we get an Unfired Voss. I'm guessing. I don't actually know. But yeah, this, I think we might set up another turntable. Simply so we don't have to tear up this clock every single time. Let's see, we can do this. Let's turn this up a little bit. I'll turn it to 2. And we needed a Voss, I do believe. This thing. So there's that. And I think it ends up giving you... it as a... Okay, so this right here is used to get the Unfired Urn. So keep it going one more time. And it'll give us the urn, I do believe. And there's the urn. And then the... Oh, did we break the urn? What? The urn went in here. Okay. So then we could take this. And I think it needs to go in something else. To actually get, not the void urn, but to get the soul urn, we need to do it this way. And I don't know if we put the soul urn. I'm pretty sure it's not an unfired urn that we use. Pretty sure it's an urn. Ah, yeah, in the Stoked Crucible. We need the soul forged steel. How do we the soul forged steel is how we get this. So do we stick the unfired urn underneath it, or do we stick the actual urn? I am so confused now. I remember doing this. This is the actual soul urn it shows. All right, so I think I figured it out. We do need to get this, turn this into an actual urn. And this, I do believe, is what can spawn a ghast. I think. Whenever you do this process can actually spawn a ghast. Kind of scary, I know. But this process, I do believe, is the process that does that. Okay, so we have our urn. We throw that underneath here. We come in here, we get 8 of these. And we throw the 8 of them in here. And that will drop a actual soul urn. You see we have it now. And then this, added in here with soul flux, charcoal dust, and soul flux. I guess we don't have access to soul flux, but at least we know the process. Soul flux. I don't know what this is. Oh, yeah, we haven't gotten there quite yet, but we have everything really set up to get this going. And then once we get there, we can eventually get the soul forged steel anvil. This guy. What was that showing it's using? A block dispenser? This armor is really good, by the way. Some nice stuff. But yeah, this the stoked, I mean, it gets there. When we actually make the soul forged steel anvil, there's a lot of recipes. A lot of the tools, a lot of stuff that's in this is very nice equipment. So, yeah, but man, at least you know the process. I was hoping that we'd be able to kind of push forward even more, but it looks like the soul flux is something that is locked away from us with a Stoked Cauldron. Yeah. Whatever this item is, we get these 2 items. One of these items, I don't know what they are. I don't know what either one of these are. So, kind of unfortunate. But I do know what this is. This is crushed endstone. So that's gonna be something we get later on down the line. But yeah, well guys, if you enjoyed this episode learning a little bit about Better with Mods, don't forget to click that subscribe button if you haven't already, and also give this video a thumbs up. I really appreciate it. You guys are awesome. And as always, thanks for watching.